Okay, you guys, we're going to do these really fun submarine drawings. You just watched a little video. It's a music video, like an early music video from like the 70s. And it was a song by the Beatles. They're a really famous band called Yellow Submarine. Now, your submarine does not have to be yellow, but we are going to make them like really fun colors if we want to. Okay, so they don't have to be silver or gray like they would be in real life. We're going to draw some things the same, and then I'm going to let you add your own details on this one. All right, we have a little bit longer today. So you're going to get a paper that looks like this. It already has kind of the submarine shape and the windows on it, and you can see the front end of it is a little bit different than this because I just kind of hand drew these circles, and they really did not turn out very circle-like. So I drew your circles by tracing circles, but you still get that front kind of nose right there that you can color differently or something. Okay, so we're going to draw the submarine together, and then we're going to draw some other details, and then I'm going to let you guys do your own thing. Okay, so like always, I'm going to be drawing in Sharpie while you guys draw in pencil so that you can see everything that I'm doing. Okay, so first let me get this traced in Sharpie really quick. As you can see, nothing ever has to be completely perfect in my world. I'm good with that. Okay, so I have my other submarine right here that I'm looking at. So we're going to draw the submarine first. First, it needs like a back propeller, okay? And just a really simple way to do this is to draw almost like a tail fin or something. I've seen a lot of submarines drawn like this. This would be like your back propeller. And then we draw a little propeller right here. You draw a little line like this, and then you round it. And then you draw it back like that. Sorry, guys. Okay, I like to draw these little expression lines. Y'all know. For the top of the submarine, I'm going to draw 2 lines up, kind of in the middle, like this. 1, 2. And then I'm going to connect them like that. Now, the cool thing about submarine is it doesn't have to look exactly perfect like a submarine for us to know that it's a submarine. And you could add other details than this to it if you want to, okay? Now up here for like the periscope, right? That's called a periscope. They put it up and they look through it. It's like a flashlight that you can see through, right? So what I'm gonna do up here is I'm gonna start with the part that you can see through, and I'm gonna draw the big letter C. And then we're going to draw a skinny oval at the end of that letter. And then you're going to connect it back down twice to make the periscope part. Okay. The next thing I want us to do is draw the top of the ocean. All right, so we want the ocean to be kind of wavy. And I'm going to bring it right through my periscope. Like that. If you want to, but you don't have to, you can come back in and do some additional details like stripes on the periscope, extra lines. One reason I gave you big circles is so that if you wanted to, you could draw little people or animals or things in your submarine window. Like maybe you want to draw something cute, would be like maybe like a little cat. I don't know. It doesn't have to be perfect to be good. Okay? Or something else. You don't have to do that, and we're not going to do that all right now. If you have a minute while you're waiting to move on, you could draw some things, but you might have to leave and come back to these, okay? Because we're about to draw the ocean floor, and that's pretty important, okay? So what I did on mine was, you know how in oceans they have like coral reef, and coral reef are like these big kind of rocky plants almost, and then this is like the ocean floor with some rocks. Okay, so I have coral reef on each side, And then I have some ocean floor and some rocks. All right. So the way you do the coral reef is you draw like these big kind of bumpy shapes like this. Like one, and then two, like this. So there's my coral reef. All right. And then I'm gonna do the ocean floor with just a line between them. All right. And then we're gonna do a couple of rocks on each side like this. All right, now the rest of this is up to you. In this one, I added some little like sea anemone to these. I added some starfish. I drew a cute little crab. I made a octopus hiding behind the rock. I drew some jellyfish and some fish, okay? And even some bubbles, all right? And then, like I said, you can come back and you can add stuff into your windows or not. It's up to you, okay? You do have these little packets that give you some ideas on maybe how you could draw some stuff if you wanted to. So, just some cute little ideas like, oh my goodness, you guys, look at this stingray. That's a stingray. That one's pretty cute. And I love this little puffer fish. I didn't draw that in my last one. So I might like, hey, look at this puffer fish. He's cute. So I might put him up here. Right, he's a big circle. The little tail. My tail's not perfectly exactly like that, but it's close. He's got two eyes. I'm giving him little googly eyes and a little smile. He's got two little fins. And then the way we make him look like a puffer fish is we add the little lines like this, and then you can color him later too, okay? There's a turtle, that's a shark, that's a funky looking seahorse. These little guys are cute too, different proportions on the fish, okay? There's a sea turtle. I don't recommend spending a ton of time. I'm gonna show you the last one. This one's a little bit more complex. I don't recommend spending a ton of time on something that complex. But a sea turtle would be good too. So like I could look at it and it shows me to start with like this kind of shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. Give it a head. Give it a couple of fins. Okay. Give it some legs and a tail. And then we're gonna come through and give it its turtly stuff, okay? So there's all kinds of things you can draw. I'm gonna go back to my other one. You guys draw your details in pencil, trace them in Sharpie, okay? And then we're gonna color them just like we did our hippo with oil pastel and paint. So once you're done drawing and tracing, come back and I'm gonna show you how to color with this one, my original one that I did, okay? All right. All right, so we're back and I am just gonna color the things that I drew. I'm not gonna color like my coral reef. I'm not gonna, like little things that I drew. I'm not gonna color my sand. You can color your rocks if you want to, or you might wanna paint them. Definitely gonna paint the ocean and I'm gonna paint the sky. But be thinking about what colors you want the sky, because again, like with the hippo, we don't want a blue ocean in the exact same shade of blue for the sky. Okay, so we're just going to use our oil pastels and then we're just going to color. If you don't want a yellow submarine like in the little video that we watched, could you make it pink or purple or rainbow? Yes. Okay, so go ahead and get to coloring, and then when you're done, meet me back here and we'll get ready to do our paint. Okay. Okay guys, so here's mine colored. Now, like I said, I'm going to do big details. I forgot, I do not have gray. You guys will probably have gray paint, right? So I would go ahead actually and take a break in just a second and color in these rocks. I meant to do that, but just so you can see, because I don't have really a good gray paint and I'm not giving you guys black, I will go ahead and color these rocks. I'm just going to do this side for now. Okay, so yes, I would recommend doing your rocks. Another thing I forgot to tell you is for your bubbles, you could use like a light blue or a white. And I would go ahead and take a minute before you start painting and fill if you drew bubbles, your bubbles in white. So that way they don't get blue paint in them and you don't really have to worry about it. Okay. Coral reef are a variety of colors. So you can paint these any colors you want to. I might do purple for mine. That's a really dark purple. Okay, I got a lot of water, but it still turned out really dark. So if I want it to be lighter, what I do is I just keep getting water without paint. Okay, and there's the nice thing about the oil pastels. You see how everything, the oil in the oil pastel just keeps that paint from getting in there. It's so nice. Okay, and then you could do this one a different color too if you wanted to. Now the ocean floor tends to be what I would do personally, is I would paint it yellow and then add some brown. So I'm going to paint it yellow. Again, this paintbrush is pretty small. Yours are going to be bigger, and this part should not take you as long as it takes me. Okay, and then I'm going to come back with some of this brown right here. You don't want a lot of brown. And it might even be okay to just do some dabbing so it's not all filled in like this while it's still wet. And you see how that looks like a nice, cool, textured floor. The ocean floor is all textured anyway, right, with sand. Sand has texture to it. I'm just dabbing that brown in there, okay? When you paint your ocean, you can paint it whatever color you want. Since I painted this purple, I'm certainly not going to want to paint this purple, but I could do blues and greens. And you could even blend your colors. So like, I'm just gonna paint a section for right now. But let's say I wanna paint the ocean blue. Okay, I can always come back in with some green, get some more water. It always gets water. I don't know if you guys have noticed how much I go back for water. And I can just do like some little lines of green in here, or even some lines of purple. And look at how oceany that's gonna look, okay? And then like I said, I would do the sky a different color. I might just do mine orange or purple or something, just so it doesn't look the same as the blue. So I'm gonna finish that out and then we'll be done. Okay, you guys, here's my finished one. And again, I forgot to have you write your names. So if you haven't already, just find a somewhat dry spot down here and go ahead and write your name on it and put it in the drying rack until tomorrow. Great job, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.